Do you ever find yourself asking why someone did what they did? I do, all the time. It's usually a useless question in the moment. We can't really know what motivates people, especially while events are still unfolding. Take something simple. Why is the driver tailgating you on the highway? You can guess, you can get angry, you can even ask them, but whatever answer you get probably isn't the real one. Understanding motivation is something historians do best. Looking backward with distance, sources, and time. Even then, they only get close. And while history never truly repeats itself, it can be useful if we treat history allegorically, not literally. That's where I think history helps us today. When I look around the United States right now, I'm reminded of England in the late 15th and early 16th centuries, during the reign of Henry VIII. It was a period of transition, old power structures weakening, new ones emerging, the slow decline of absolute monarchy, the gradual rise of Parliament. A country caught between ascent and decay. Henry VIII inherited power from his father, Henry VII, a king who took the throne by force and spent his reign trying to stabilize it. Henry inherited the crown and the insecurity. Well, we remember Henry VIII for his 6 wives and for breaking with the Catholic Church. What we often forget are his wars in France, especially the campaigns of 1513 and 1544. Now, these wars were fought to reclaim a French crown promised centuries earlier. As a military professional, I tend to look at wars through a Clausewitzian lens. Clausewitz tells us that war is a continuation of policy, and that successful war requires balance between reason, chance, and popular passion. Henry's wars failed that test. On paper, Henry spoke the language of total war, conquest, crowns, glory. In reality, he fought limited wars, short campaigns, border town captures, expensive sieges. No clear political end state. The disconnect between rhetoric and reality drained England's treasury for very little strategic gain. And these wars weren't really about France. They were about Henry, personal prestige, insecurity, the desire to be remembered as a great king like Alexander or William the Conqueror. Strategy took a back seat to honor. Fog, friction, and logistics ruled the battlefield. And public support? What little existed in a pre-nationalist age ran out quickly when taxes rose. Henry spoke like a total war leader, but fought limited wars. The result was a series of costly acts of violence that never achieved England's political will. no matter how often Henry declared them successes. When I step back, I don't see a strategic genius undone by bad luck. I see a vain, insecure man with immense power, surrounded by advisors who couldn't or wouldn't say no. That pattern isn't unique to Henry VIII. History is full of leaders who wage wars not because they must, but because they want to be seen as great. And those wars are always fought by others, always paid for by others, and justified after the fact. These problems aren't new. They didn't end with kings. We've seen them repeated by presidents, legislatures, dictators, and supreme leaders all over the world. Which is why understanding motivation, even imperfectly, still matters. Hoping for better times. Aloha.